Imagine your phone rings late at night. The caller ID is unknown, but the voice on the other end is your child or your spouse. They are crying, saying they've been in a terrible accident or arrested, and they need you to send money immediately. You hear the panic in their voice, the specific way they say your name. Every instinct tells you to act fast. You hang up, transfer the funds, and then call them back to check on their status. They answer their phone from the safety of their living room, completely unharmed, with no idea what you're talking about. The voice you just heard, the tears, the specific vocal tics, was entirely fabricated. This animation illustrates exactly how the threat landscape has escalated. What used to be a generic, poorly spelled text message from a foreign number has evolved into AI voice cloning. Scammers sample a few seconds of voice from social media to generate a completely synthetic, lifelike audio deepfake, enabling highly targeted psychological attacks. Because malicious technology can now perfectly mimic reality, relying on common sense or passive awareness is no longer sufficient. Active digital defense is now a mandatory life skill. Underneath the complex technology, modern scammers actually rely on incredibly simple vulnerabilities. They bypass technical firewalls by targeting human emotions, specifically dialing up intense fear or extreme greed to override your logical thinking. This matrix breaks down 4 modern scams. KYC fraud weaponizes fear by threatening bank deactivation. Custom scams threaten police action over intercepted packages. Lottery scams use greed, demanding upfront fees for fake winnings. Finally, AI voice scams weaponize familial panic, forcing immediate payment. Criminals don't need the technical skills to hack your phone's encrypted hardware if they can use your own psychology to get you to unlock the device for them. Look at this side-by-side comparison. This illustrates how digital safety, much like locking your front door, depends on a series of small, intentional habits. This is digital hygiene, a toolkit of routines designed to secure your data and online identity. The foundation of this hygiene is your password strategy. Using one master password across multiple platforms means a single data breach compromises your entire life. You need strong, unique passwords, combining letters, numbers, and special characters for every separate account. This sequence shows how two-factor authentication acts as a critical backstop. If a scammer steals your password to unlock the first gate, 2FA requires a unique code sent to your phone to open the second gate. Without that device, the hacker is locked out. Software updates function as critical security patches. Tech companies release them to close the vulnerabilities that hackers use to enter your device and deploy viruses. This network topology map shows what happens on free public Wi-Fi. Because these networks are unsecured, malicious devices can easily intercept your data streams. Never conduct banking transactions on public Wi-Fi. If you absolutely must connect, always use a VPN to encrypt your activity. Practicing strict digital hygiene builds a layered defense. It ensures that even if a scammer manages to trick your brain, your device's technical barriers will step in to prevent the actual theft. To handle the active threat of a scam call, you need a real-time defense strategy. Think of these as the 4 golden rules to deploy the moment a suspicious caller tries to pressure you. Rule 1. Never rush. Scammers manufacture urgency to stop you from thinking clearly. Forcing yourself to pause and take a breath actively breaks their timeline and returns control of the situation to you. Rule 2. Never share private data. A legitimate institution already has your basic information on file. They will never call you to ask for an OTP, your PIN, or your password. This diagram shows remote access in action. Rule 3 is to never install unknown apps. If asked to download software, they are tricking you into granting scammers full control over your device and accounts. Rule 4. Always verify. If the caller makes a terrifying claim about a family member or a bank account, simply hang up the phone. Call your relative directly to verify, or look up the official customer service number for your bank and ask them if the claim is real. A brief pause stops the scammer's momentum. It provides the necessary space to evaluate the caller's claims and identify logical gaps in their story. Keeping your digital life secure requires consistency. Change passwords every few months. Only use official app stores. Set social media to private and back up documents securely. If a scam does happen, these 2 contacts are your immediate lifeline. Dial the National Cybercrime Helpline number 1930 without hesitation, or immediately log your complaint on the portal at cybercrime.gov.in. This line graph plots the stakes. The probability of authorities freezing your money is tied to how fast you report the crime. With every passing minute, the likelihood of recovering funds drops dramatically as criminals move the money. The technology used to steal from us will keep evolving, but small daily habits make us much harder targets. By adopting these rules, we move from being vulnerable targets to being prepared.